Here is the website that I made using Google Sites. It talks about the impact of digital forensics, its purpose, relationship to data, and technical aspects. To begin, I created my Google Sites by signing into my Google account and going to Google Sites. I hit the Create button, which opened up a blank template of a Google Sites. Within the template, I could insert a banner, a background. I could create more pages within the website using the button at the top right-hand corner. And then within those pages, I could edit them and insert any text I wanted, the title, any pictures I wanted to, or animations like the one you see here. The similarities and differences between using Google Sites and using HTML and CSS to create this website, there are some differences, such as Google Sites makes it much faster to create a website, while using HTML and CSS language, you have to type out everything. If you want to change the image size, if you want to insert an image, if you want to change the font, you have to type all that out. While on Google Sites, you just have to press a few buttons, and it's much easier than using HTML or CSS. And I'll explain how Google Sites is stored and edited and accessed on the web. So when the URL of my Google site is typed into the browser, a text file with HTML tags is sent to the web server, which then tells the computer what the web page looks like. The web page is made up of many different files on the web server because each picture or video on the web page is a separate file. Each tab on the website sends another HTML file to the server to tell the computer what the new web page of the website should look like. By linking a URL to words on the home page, my Google site is now linked to another web server for a different website. By inserting my YouTube video into one of the multiple web pages of my website, I linked YouTube's web server to my Google site, which one of these pages in the website is an HTTP, which communicates data to the computer and what protocol needs to be followed for producing the website. Google Sites can be shared to others through the internet in many different ways. I chose to have my Google Sites shared with people if they have the link and put the link into the browser. By putting the URL into the browser, my Google site can be accessed via the internet. So now I'll go to my homepage. Here's a picture. I thought it related to my topic well because it shows the relationship between password and computers. If I go to my impacts page, here it asks to explain a beneficial effect of the innovation, and I said that was providing important evidence in criminal cases, help putting criminals behind bars, and making the world a safer place. Here it asks to explain the impact of the innovation, its impact on society, economy, or culture. I said that its impact on society has helped people get jobs because the demand for people who are specialized in digital forensics has increased. And as you can see in this graph here, the projected increase in jobs in computer system analysis is 22% from 2010 to 2020. And in this graph is the graph that I created from the survey questions. And to create this graph, I got my data from going to my survey, going to a results page and clicking on the Google Sheets button, which led me to Google Sheets and had a table with all questions that I asked and all results I got. I thought this represented my data well because it focused in on the rating that people gave the impact of digital forensics on society in general, and it focused on female average and male average, and it shows that there is a very high rating of how digital forensics has impacted society in general. Here, indicate one field other than computer science, which this innovation has impacted, and I said that it was the criminal justice field. It has helped expand their abilities in collecting information and has helped investigators become more effective in looking for evidence. Here is a video I made on YouTube. I took the videos in this YouTube video from my phone, and I used transitions to put those together through using the YouTube editor, video editor, and I published this video to YouTube by finishing editing and using the publish button. And now I will play the video. What is your belief of the impact of digital forensics, and do you believe it has beneficial and or harmful effects?
Well, digital forensics can be useful because you can have a wide variety of tools to help with an investigation. It can be very useful in finding small details that you can't originally find. It's innovative, it's new, it's definitely helpful in like high-profile cases, and it's important to use. But it also can have a harmful effect because not everyone knows how to use it, and you need to be able to have the education and background on how to use it without falsely accusing someone.
If I go to the purpose page, here I ask to indicate the name of the innovation and provide a clear description of its intended purpose. So the name is digital forensics, and its intended purpose is to make it possible to find information on digital devices that provide the where, when, and why about a person. And it provides substantial evidence in criminal investigations and helps put away criminals. These two pictures I thought connected to my topic very well because it shows the relationship between computers and court and how phones can be used to really find the identity of a person like you would with a fingerprint, and how they can track a person through their phone. If I go to my references page and click on this reference, I use this New York Times article to find information about typical investigations, how digital forensics is used to trace people electronically, and how there's a demand increase in jobs in this field. You can see that here, great demand for more law enforcement investigators trained in digital crime solving techniques. So now if I go back, go to my relationship and to data page, describe how the innovation consumes data. And I said that it uses the cloud, and the cloud stores its data on web servers instead of the actual computer. And you can access this data from any digital device if it has connection to the internet. If I go down, describe at least one data storage concern, privacy concern. I said that a privacy concern was, as people got to know more about digital forensics, they're concerned with how much privacy they actually had on their password-protected accounts. Because digital forensics can be used to go through those accounts, they also were concerned with criminals being able to go through those accounts because they can have the same set of skills as a professional in digital forensics. If we go to the technical aspects page, describe how a user interacts with the innovation. I said that they may need software that can get into password-protected accounts. They also can go through text messages and pictures that can be in the cloud, that can also be GPS tagged. Describe in detail how the innovation technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas, so that programming is a very important skill to have when involved in digital forensics. They can use programming skills to write specific software in order to get into certain password-protected accounts and decrypt software that have been made to hide important evidence in an investigation.